It's time for Charlie and the Rich Brothers to find out whose garden they're competing to design this time.
Here we've got Ian, Sally and their son Oliver. And they're from Warrington.
OK.
And this is their garden. It's very green.
The slide looks slightly sad just there on its own, doesn't it?
I think he's outgrown that now. He's onto 2 wheels.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he loves the idea of possibly having a bike route.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Round the garden?
Yeah, with some ramps.
An area to skid round the corner.
Yeah.
So are Mum and Dad up for this cycle track round the garden?
Yes, they're all for Oliver burning off some energy.
From a very young age, he's always loved anything with wheels, so bikes, scooters, roller skates, he'll have a go on them. And essentially we spend a lot of time going out to parks, skate parks, just green parks, just trying to get some cycling in or scootering in. And we just love something in the garden that means he can make use of all the equipment he's got.
Just a bike track in the garden doesn't sound too expensive.
Whoa, whoa. It's not just a bike track. That's got to keep Oliver happy, but Ian and Sally want a garden that is there to entertain, obviously with friends and family, and they get quite embarrassed about inviting people over because there's no place to really entertain or enjoy the garden itself. So that's one thing they definitely want, is another area. And they quite like the idea of it being further away from the house because it's a little bit sunnier there.
We don't have a lot of space for entertaining other than near the house, and the sun sets mainly at the back of the garden, so we really would love some more sort of entertainment space towards the back of the garden. And the other problem is the weather. We want to be able to use it all year round.
I would like the garden to have like a lot of entertainment space and cycling space. So then I'd be able to cycle around with my friends.
Do you remember, Ollie, we were in the garden one day, weren't we? And I think I was probably moaning about what a mess the garden was.
You were moaning about how messy the garden was and we needed it doing up.
We did. And what did you suggest?
Garden rescue.
Yeah, you said, why can't the Rich Brothers and Charlie do it? So I thought, let's have a go. Let's apply.
So what's the budget with this one?
£3,000.
Not bad. It's quite a good budget.
Yeah, I mean, apart from having a bike track around the outside, I think the rest of the garden needs to be quite sympathetic, really. We're just concentrating on a nice seating area and, you know, introducing some lovely plants.
So, armed with lots of ideas, Charlie and the boys get straight to work, each coming up with a design that meets the family's budget. When they're done, the couple will choose a winner, and whoever loses will help the winner build the garden. The £3,000 budget will be spent on materials, and the designers, along with a landscaping team, will provide the labour. And right now, it's time for the Rich Brothers and Charlie to make their pitches.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
There we go. I've tried to combine the garden so you've got an area for Oliver and an area for you.
With Oliver, the driving force behind this garden makeover, the bike track is at the forefront of the designers' minds.
So we wanted to give you a garden of 2 halves. So we wanted to provide you guys with a more adult area. Also, we wanted to give Oliver his side of the garden that was a bit busier. We had little bike routes that go around these grassy mounds. Just something that's going to give him a little bit of entertainment, but isn't going to take up too much space in the garden.
That's good.
So I have got a track running right the way round the garden. So in some places it will be lawn, where it's just mounded like humps on it. In other areas, we've got this sort of bank of timber around there, so there's a slight curve to it.
Right.
And then I did think it'd be quite fun that he can, if he wants, zoom into Mum and Dad's bit, and we'll have a different type of paving there. So it's sort of rumbles, so maybe cobbles.
OK.
It looks like Oliver's got plenty of options for speeding round in both the new gardens. But Mum and Dad also need to be able to enjoy the space. So what are the designers' plans for that?
You've got this avenue of pencil cypress leading you down to a patio at the bottom of the garden. So that will get your evening sunshine. So when you look down the garden, you're just going to see this avenue with lavender on either side and these pencil cypress. So they won't shade the garden. They will just give you some height. And then we've got a nice little simple bubbling water feature, solar powered. That'll be nice and relaxing for mum and dad when they're barbecuing.
So basically we wanted to create another seating area at the back of the garden because that's where you get a lot of the sun, especially in the evening.
Yeah.
So it made sense to put it at the back.
Just off the seating area, we wanted to put in this nice little permanent bit of seating as well. So it's enough space so you can have either your L-shaped furniture or you can have the dining table up there. But it's nice to have a bit of permanent seating in the garden.
Sally and Ian were also keen for some shrubs to give the space a more natural feel. So how will the designers combine that with Oliver's space?
And then really defining the seating area is really this planting. So we love the idea of keeping it very soft and very natural. So you've got whites and maybe, and maybe soft blues and pinks mixed in with some lovely grasses. It's going to give a lovely soft movement to it and something that's going to give interest, for long periods of time.
The main framework of the planting around here, so all this track will be screened from the conservatory, you won't see it. You've got the avenue that leads you down, but then you've got all the planting around here. So when you're sat in your patio, you're going to just be surrounded with sort of colourful planting. I will leave you contemplating.
Thank you very much.
That's it. The designers have had their say.
Super, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
See you in a little bit.
See you in a bit.
And it's time for Sally and Ian to choose the winning plan. Will they go for Charlie's full-on racetrack, avenue of cypress trees and entertaining area? Or will it be the Rich brothers who make it across the finish line first with their built-in seating, grassy mounds and soft planting? But the family have to make a choice.
Hello.
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 Hi, guys.
Here we are. So, it's been a really tough decision. Been one of the toughest decisions we've made in a long
definitely,
time.
yeah.
And so we let the boss decide. So Ollie's decided that the winning design is...
Love it.
So Oliver, what made you choose my design?
The bike track.
The bike track.
So it's Charlie who's under starter's orders on this one. But she's going to need the Rich brothers to help her create Oliver's dream garden.
Watch your step, fellas.
It's the start of the hard work in Warrington. Andy and his son Sam get started marking out the path to the patio at the back of the garden. And then it's in with the digger to clear the turf.
Charlie actually wants us to use that as part of this scooter track that comes round here. She wants to put it in the ground and then they can...
What, just use the slide on the floor?
On the floor.
Oh, OK.
So
Like
dismantle...
whoopsies?
Yeah, so...
Oh, I like it.
That's the idea, they can
Cool.
get over it.
Brilliant.
So yeah, we'll have to get that out and
We'll
get
save
it...
that then.
You'll save that.
With the slide upcycled to form a roller for Ollie's cycle track, Charlie's getting as many hair-raising racing features into this garden as she can.
On the plan, Charlie's just got this as a nice kind of bund, so when the track comes round, they'll be able to scoot round and hopefully go at an angle and then shoot off back round there. So Andy's just flattening it down at the moment.
But all the activity is attracting some attention from next door. The dog clearly wants to play, but the team have got to crack on. With 25 metres of track snaking round the garden, as well as a path and patio to complete, the team all pitch in, getting the aggregate down and compacted to make a solid base. And the nosy neighbour's desperate to find out what's going on, as he watches Andy lay down a bed of mortar and start paving the pathway leading to the patio. And they've made such a good job of it, the neighbour's brought his friend along to have a look. And it's not just the dogs who are overexcited about this garden.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I think you two have had too many coffees and too many sweeties. Yeah. Now, don't wear yourself out because you've got a lot to do today.
Do we?
So this garden, yes, it is about the scooter come mountain bike track.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. I don't want it to be just a garden for Oliver because Sally and Ian want a place to sit that's in the sunshine.
Lovely.
But as you're so excited about the track and you've got the implements to test it, you're going to be on the scooter track.
Righteous.
So think lots of curves, banks, different textures.
Yeah, nice.
This seems more like pleasure.
Yeah. Work today.
You won't be saying that at 3 o'clock, I'm sure. It's not all play, there is some work to do.
And most importantly, guys, keep it cruising.
Oh my.
Charlie's taking up a corner of the newly laid paving to make a rumble strip for the racetrack with some recycled bricks.
Right, now tell me then,
Yes.
so what is this stuff?
3 mil limestone, crushed limestone.
So no cement in it?
No cement in it. It's just it's normally the way you'd lay block paving.
Oh, of course, and then you put sand in on the top?
Yeah. So we
Right.
just lay that out, screed it out. So we drop the bricks in.
Like so?
We tap them into place.
And tap them.
Normally you'd run a whacker plate over it and they'll all just squash into place.
Right.
Then you put like a kiln dried sand on top and it will sort of interlocks them all and traps them all in.
So even I think I could do that bit.
You could do this easy,
Yeah?
Charlie, no problem.
All right, I'll do that bit.
There you go.
And she's not the only one having fun with the track.
Now, we're actually creating the start and the finish line of the racing track. Now, obviously, that would be defined by the checkerboard pattern, but that would stand out a little bit too obvious in a garden. So Charlie had a lovely idea of using these cobbled sets. Now, this one here is a dark limestone, and this one here is a light granite. And I think they're going to add a nice little element to the racing track.
I actually think this looks really cool. It looks like a tyre track to me.
And while Andy beds the old slide in for yet another racing challenge, Charlie's next job is making an archway for climbing plants. But first, she's got a job for Andy.
This is fortuitous.
What, meeting here?
Yeah, and black cat in front of us.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
got to
yeah.
be good
Good
luck.
luck, yeah.
Because you might need the good luck.
All right, what we're doing?
Okay. So we are going to turn this
We?
the
Me?
royal
Right,
we,
yeah,
you,
yeah.
into the water feature. Now,
Okay.
so we need to drill a hole that fits in the centre-ish.
Yeah.
And then what I'd like you to do is sort of scoop out about that much, you know, a little
Sort of dish it out
dish
of it.
it out,
Right.
so that when the water bubbles, you get a little bit of bubbly water, and then this will just go over the
Okay.
edge.
So do you want me to draw around something to make a perfect circle, or do you want it to be sort of a bit more, you know,
No, perfect circle. If you
perfect
can, yeah.
circle? Right.
I'm going to start on my bespoke rose arch.
Oh, lovely. I'll leave you to it.
See what I mean? Bespoke.
Steve's making a start constructing an arch out of metal rods.
So this is a bit of fun. Using a bit of rebar. It's cheap and cheerful, so if that one goes in there, not too wide. And then we've got these wheels that we got from the reclamation centre. So we're going to attach those on up here. Maybe a bit of this mesh as well. But when Oliver's shooting through on his scooter, he'll know that it's wheels everywhere.
While Charlie's customising her arch, Harry and David are cutting down scaffolding boards to create treads on the track. And Andy's carving out the stone water feature.
Look at that, that looks great. What are you going to do on the in-betweeny bits?
Gravel. So we'll just fill the gaps in with gravel. Make sure these are
Or-
attached firm.
Hogging.
Or hogging, yeah.
Mortar. I'm just thinking if it rains a lot,
Oh,
we
like
are in
wash.
Manchester area, you know, it does occasionally rain.
Nice.
So maybe mortar in there.
Like that, solid, and then that's a real crisp line then.
Yeah, smart. Almost as smart as this.
I know, look at that. I think it needs to be attached a couple, doesn't it, at the top, otherwise?
Out there, do we think?
Yeah.
Or do we do that one?
Ah,
It'll
yeah,
do.
that
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew that, you see. That's why I'm here.
So far, the team's making real progress as the brothers finish off the wooden treads on the bank or berm, and Andy brings over the carved rock water feature for Charlie's approval.
Oh, Charlie, look at that.
What do you think of that then, Charlie?
That is fantastic.
Is that what you wanted?
Exactly. Right, let's hope that that'll take the weight. I'm sure
It's
it
your
will.
bit now. I'll leave it to it.
So we spent £80 on the reservoir. We spent £85 on the solar-powered pump, and the rock was only £10. But the work that Andy's done on it has boosted it up to at least £55. So for £200, we've got an amazing water feature, which I have to say, when I was looking for them, buying a kit, they were all about £500. So I'm quite pleased with that.
Once the reservoir's in place, Charlie will add pebbles and plants to give the water feature a natural feel.
Well done, these are looking pretty good. Pretty fun as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But I feel the one thing that could be missing now is some chevrons. Safety on the corner.
Or sharp bend ahead, ease off the accelerator.
As the boys decide they need yet another feature for the track, Charlie and Steve are testing out the small but perfectly formed water fountain. With the track all but finished and the Rich brothers making their chevron signs, the team are preparing the beds for planting.
Doggy, hello. What you doing? What you got? You've got a particularly lovely colour to your hair. I might be biased. Oh, right, first of the yew trees in. We've got 6 of these and they are gorgeous.
The trees will line the path and draw the eye down the garden to the patio.
So these are Irish yews or Fastigate yews because they'll put up with the weather up here, won't they?
They will.
They will, and they'll look great.
With the yew trees already adding much needed height to the garden, Charlie's got one more addition for the back corner.
So apart from this being a bit of a feature on the curve, it's also going to be a bug hotel. So insects love to overwinter in all the little nooks and crannies of timber. So it's great for beetles and grubs and things like that, which of course once you start getting insects into the garden, you're going to get a lot more birds.
The hotel guests may not appreciate it, but Charlie's adding a bike-themed centrepiece. Next, the boss needs to sign off on those chevrons.
Hey!
Oh, look at that!
Look at those. Dead simple to build this, Charlie. All it is roofing battens, cut at the 45, measured 15 times, then 2 more times, just for luck. And then we put them in, and we screw them in 10 times, back out, turn them around, because we realised they're both facing the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Glued them in. Then we realised they don't face the same way, you just have to turn it around.
Yeah, and then once all that timber...
So you took it all apart and you just realised all you had to do was turn it round.
That's it.
You lemons. They look great. I mean, they look like they'd be really complicated.
No, it's just
What
like...
do you mean? They were. You underestimate. We made it look simple.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You're the 2 right people for that.
Right, turn it the right way and ride them out.
Onwards and upwards.
While Charlie finishes off the bug hotel and Sam adds sand to the rumble strip, it's time to start bringing in the rest of the shrubs.
Sally was really keen to get involved with the garden, but she's a little apprehensive that she might kill off some of the plants. So I'm giving her some what I would call bomb-proof shrubs, which will also put up with Oliver crashing into them with the scooter or the bike. And they're nice and easy. We've got this Griselinia littoralis, and then this is a lovely dogwood, nice variegated one with a light cream edge, very delicate. Now, if you want quite a spectacular bomb-proof shrub, you can't do better than this one. Hydrangea paniculata phantom, and they're going to make a good structure in the garden. I've just got to decide exactly where they're going.
Bang him in there.
About there.
And then with a bit of planting in between them, nice and subtle. But he'll see them.
Lovely.
Nice.
The dog agrees.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Absolute whopper, isn't he? Come on, then, big boy.
David and Harry finally tear themselves away from their canine best friends and help Charlie putting the plants in place, which will hide the racetrack and define this garden.
This is going to be the jasmine here, I reckon. Up there.
Japanese enemies more like at the backs a little bit.
Ooh,
Where
top
we've
left
got
would be nice.
quite a lot
Yeah.
of gaps, down
Yeah.
sort of there.
Finally, Charlie's happy and the whole team gets planting.
Now, one of the key views in this garden is actually down this main avenue. So it's really important to consider the plants that you put on the borders. Now, a classic is obviously lavender. And not only is that going to create that beautiful clump to soften the edges, but it's also going to kick up that lovely scent when you brush past it.
Now, this is a lovely combination here with the dark foliage of the yew and this light red colour from the persicaria. And it's lovely to play around with contrast in the garden because it really allows flowers and plants to stand out. And alongside the lythrum, the Japanese anemone and that lovely dark backdrop from the yew just makes a lovely combination.
I've got a rather lovely shrub here. It's a hibiscus syriacus. That's the species of hibiscus that are hardy in the UK. My idea was that, you know, when Sally and Ian are sat here, they don't really see the scooter track. All they see are lots of really pretty plants. And from there, they are just surrounded with colour and scent from the jasmine and honeysuckle and the sound of the water feature just bubbling away. And we've got our own water feature, which is dripping from the sky at the moment. But never mind.
The rain isn't going to stop the gravel going down on the path that makes up most of the racetrack.
Well, hopefully the sun will come out for Oliver, Sally and Ian to see the garden, because it's been a bit damp this afternoon, as you can see from everybody's hairstyles, especially Harry's.
And with that, it's just the furniture to be moved into place and a few finishing touches to get this garden done and ready to be unveiled. Before young Oliver persuaded his mum and dad to call in the garden rescue team, this was a flat, dull space, with very little fun to be had either for children or adults. Now it's had a £3,000 makeover, and Charlie has created not only a stunning garden, but also a Grand Prix standard racetrack hidden among the foliage. She spent £700 on paving to create an adult patio space that will be perfect for entertaining in the sunshine. The bike wheel-themed archway was made from salvaged materials and was a bargain at just £25. Careful planting of the shrubs and trees has cleverly separated the adult from the child spaces and came in at £600. While the bike and scooter track, using mainly recycled materials, bound gravel and a lot of imagination, cost £1,200. And more importantly, will mean hours of fun for Ollie and his friends. Now it's time to find out if Charlie and the brothers have created the garden this family have dreamed of.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa, wow! Look at that! How amazing is that? That is fabulous, isn't it? Wow!
Does it look different?
Does it look different?
You like the chevrons?
Just in case he doesn't know which way to
So,
go.
Ollie, that's so that you can get round the berm.
Wow.
So, shall we go to the start point, which is over there?
Oh, yeah.
Look at him, he's wriggling with excitement, isn't he?
No wonder, I mean, this garden is majority for him. And like, to have a little racetrack around your garden as well.
Oh, lucky boy.
And look how...
That looks fantastic.
So
I love that.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
a bit quirky. What's it made of, Ollie?
Bike wheels.
Yeah!
Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Whole family's loving it.
So is this like a bug hotel type
Yes!
thing?
Oh, you've done your homework.
Hotel.
That's a cool one. That's with all the
It's like
little...
bug towers.
It is.
I'd never have dreamt of doing something like this.
No.
I wouldn't have known where to start.
There's your slide.
There it is.
But I think what's lovely is that you wouldn't really know there's a racetrack in that garden. And for Mum and Dad, it's just a perfect space for them to be able to sit down, relax, and watch Oliver play.
What do you think, Ollie, mate?
Good.
Do you think your scooter and your bike will work on this?
Definitely, won't
yeah.
it? Yeah. And look at that with the railway sleepers.
Is it more fun
Yeah.
than the garden used to be?
Yeah.
And this is brilliant entertainment space.
Oh,
There's
it is.
room to
No, it's
have
great.
the small table and chairs as well, or
Yeah.
barbecue if you
Yeah,
want
no,
down
it's
this
really
end
versatile,
as well,
isn't it?
which is lovely.
Have a seat.
Isn't it all? Oh,
Sit down, enjoy your sunny. I mean, the sun is setting,
It's
but
good, but
I know, make the most of it, yeah.
it is
And
fantastic.
I like the fact we've still got a raised area to go and say hello to next door's dogs.
your next door
which are
neighbour's
lovely. Mum and
dogs.
made it, yeah.
So, Ollie, I'm going to have to ask you, do you think it was really worth writing in?
Yeah.
And Mum and Dad?
Oh
Ian
yeah,
and
definitely.
Sally.
Yeah.
Oh, without
it's
doubt.
fabulous and
It's
just
fantastic,
would
yeah.
never have thought of that.
You get an idea from it, from the plans, but this does it
Yeah.
more than justice. It's
Yeah.
just fantastic.
It's even better,
Absolutely
yeah.
brilliant. It
It
is.
is,
It's,
yeah.
it's amazing.
And now Sally and Ian have had time to take everything in. Does this garden live up to their expectations?
I'm absolutely delighted. It's fantastic what's been done. It's going to make one little boy incredibly happy when he can have his first ride on the track. That's really going to make a massive difference.